Good evening, Vpg. Hello and welcome back. It's been a while, Domino. It's been a while.
Too long, 8-Ball. Too long.
We had one day off. One day off. It's our right. It's our statutory right, and all hell breaking loose. But don't worry, we are back, and we're back with a vengeance tonight. And I genuinely think, Domino, this might be the best episode yet.
Oh, that's a big shout, 8-Ball. I'm not gonna lie to you, massive shout that is.
Well, when we look at the games tonight, so this first one, SAF Prolific versus Class, we don't have the team lineups because this was arranged about an hour ago. So we weren't going to come on until, I think it was 20 past 8. This game got rearranged and we were like, no, we're jumping in. Needless to say, there is no love lost between these two sides, and we were not missing it. Day or night, rain or snow, we were going to be there. So we've had a bit of a tricky start to the proceedings tonight, but we would not miss this game for love nor money. This is the UK Premier, and SAF Prolific are played. Sorry, Sentinel, the cameraman, completely threw me off there. Class won 1-0, so they've got history on their side. SAF have got the games in hand. We're already lagging, which isn't a great sign. And yeah, we thought that might be the case. If you're new, hello and welcome. This is competitive pro clubs in a nutshell. Usually does take 1 or 2 attempts to get into an actual physical game. But it will be worth it. It just gives us a little bit more time to talk about what we do. VPG evenings, Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. every week during this season. Otherwise, no one will be playing and you just have to listen to us talk. Domino, it's week 7 now. Week 7, and I do believe, like I said in the intro, this might be the best game week with the start of a game week we've had so far.
Yeah, 8-Ball. I mean, all the games that we cover on the channel are very, very good games. They're very high level games, but you just love a bit of needle, whether it's a local derby or there's a bit of needle between the teams, and we definitely have needle in Class vs SAF, like you were alluding to before. And while we were off camera, the messages exchanged between each team, 8-Ball.
It's that added spice, mate. It's that added spice. And don't get me wrong, you know, we like a bit of drama as much as the next guy. Sometimes it has gone over the top. Which we're not here for, obviously, as ambassadors of the beautiful game. But we're at that business end of the season now, Domino, where I think we'll probably see it more often. Wait. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Okay, that's what kind of stuff I'm talking about. So that's where
are you showing this on the channel?
That's where.
Was that on the channel?
Briefly.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
So that's where we are. Perfectly timed, of course. Like I said, absolutely no love lost between these two, and that's what I mean. When we get to this stage of the season, Domino, you know, first 4, 5, 6 weeks, all rainbows and butterflies, then all of a sudden we get to the business end of the season, and it's a bit like, well, actually, I've been playing 3 nights a week, 2-3 hours a pop, and now I actually want something at the end of it.
Yeah, 8-Ball, people invest a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of mental strain. 8-Ball, it's not even the games each evening, it's the training that goes behind them, it's the recruitment, it's the managers getting everyone. Yeah. It's a big old ship, especially to captain. So there's a lot of, when you get to this season, like, it's not that you've made it, but you're through the back end. You've gone through hopefully some of the teething problems where you're finding out a bit about your team now. And this is where I like to get. I love the danger end of a season, 8-Ball. Earlier on, we can start guessing if who's coming on top, who's in better form. When we're at the end, it's hard statistics that we go by.
And also, it's nice having, and I said to you off camera before, it's nice having the history between the two sides as well. Not just necessarily in this season, which obviously they're both in the VPG Esports Premier as well. So it will be, I think, maybe the 4th and final time that these two teams play each other this season. But also, with VPG, if you go on the website, guys, you can stretch as far back as the history will go between two different sides, so you can quite clearly see the history between these two and a rivalry that has been created. And you know what, it's really good to watch, and it's kind of as close to real life football as we're gonna get, and that's why we enjoy bringing you not just obviously games, but the drama behind it as well, the league standings, the tables, the statistics, everything that goes along with it, and any stories that we can keep up with as well. And this is on everyone's lips at the moment, Domino, this game in particular.
Yeah, it's a hard one, and all I can remember is, okay, we used to play in competitive teams, and we used to have rivals, should I say, April. Me and you are a complete different mindset for that. The way I can describe my mindset is every other game I would play like Declan Rice plays for Arsenal. Just clear, collected, calm, playing balls about. If there's a rivalry and there's a bit of needle, I play like Declan Rice for England. It's only backwards or sideways. For some reason, I don't want to give the ball away. I don't want to make a mistake. You are a different kettle of fish. You play terrible throughout the season, but anytime there's a bit of needle, eight ball,
that's not where I thought that was going. That is not where I thought that was going. No matter how many compliments you put at the end of that sentence. I wouldn't tear. I'm bang average, but yeah, that's
how
what I mean.
How much better are you when there's needle?
Yeah, if you wind me up before the game, I'm scoring a hat trick, regardless of where I'm playing on the field. But that's what I mean, Dominic. You've got you're saying you and I are very different. That's just two people in an 11-man team. Then you've got two lots of those as well. It's all those different things combining, which makes this game mode so amazing. Which is why we're here week after week, night after night, and it's why you guys are probably here as well. So it will be worth the wait, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Here is Class versus SAF Prolific. Off we go. It is SAF Prolific. I'm going to say league favourite SAF Prolific now. They are in the red. From right to left, Class are... Yeah. It's not happening. It's not happening. We'll do it again. We'll wait all night. We'll wait all night.
It's mind games, 8-ball. I believe there's mind games here. I'm not even going to lie to you. As much as FIFA's probably letting them down, I'd like to say it's mind games. Well,
something's going on. Something's going on. I mean, maybe we'll be able to see in the chat somewhere. There might be some things to report on, Domino. We'll try not to give away too much because I don't want to get told off. But... no, nothing in that chat. Let's go and find this chat.
This is always a little bit of a hard period, 8-ball. You just kind of want to get the game going. Like, your adrenaline's building, your heart rate is pumping. It genuinely is, because you want to win this game. It is a grudge match. All the marbles are on the table, and just the delays and delays and delays. Sometimes it might be better because it will calm players down there. Actually just want to get into it instead of settle some of the nerves. But for me personally, 8-ball, if I was playing games like this, it'd make me more anxious.
I mean, to be honest, this has got me nervous. So if that's someone's plan that they're going for, fair play, because I was fine the first time. I was excited the second time. Now I'm like, God, what's actually going to happen here? To be fair, I'm nervous we're not going to get an actual game, first and foremost, because it has happened before. But third time's a charm, I've heard.
Yeah. I mean, what annoys me the most is, okay, if there's two people playing from completely different countries, sometimes I get it. I can understand it. But you've got two clubs that play in England.
Probably down the road from each other, yeah. Probably down the road from each other. Right, third time's a charm, I've heard. Third time is a charm. And yeah, the person who got the winner in that previous meeting between these two teams, Class Doyle.
Yeah, he's been class all season, mate.
Very, very good player. Clue is in the question. Right. I'm just trying to keep up to date with the chat. Obviously, we've got about 100 games going on at the same time. I'm just trying to make sure that 825 doesn't kick off without us because, and I can give you the spoiler here whilst we're waiting to get in, It is the quarterfinal of the UK Pro Series. Mons Calpe versus Little Engine. Little Engine back on our TV screens, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously Mons Calpe as well. Just a fantastic team. That one's going to be an absolute banger. And then why not? While we're here, Capri versus Team GMASK needs no introduction, so I won't give it one. And then finally at second place, plays 10th place, Rote take on Empire. Domino, I told you, this is the big one. Tonight is the big one.
Mate. There's literally names after names, games after games, mate. These are big boys on this channel tonight. I'm expecting goals, I'm expecting fireworks. Mate, I'm expecting a red card in this game.
I'm expecting a red card. I was about to say that, yeah. Right, here we go. Third time lucky. It is league favourites. I'll say it again for those at the back. SAF Prolific. In the red from right to left. Taking on Class. Third place Class. In the Malaga kit. The blue and white kit from left to right. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. We've finally got started. This is the first of 4 games tonight. Just kick back with a beverage of your choice. Barry, edge of the box, dispossessed by Harwood, or maybe a slight rush of blood to the head there, delivers it straight into the stands. 4 minutes in. It'll be interesting to see how both of these sides settle into this game, Domino.
Yeah, I mean, Class Doyle is one of the best players when the ball goes long to get a knockdown. He's got great timing, a great ability in the air. So that's got to be one of the things they've got to watch, especially for defenders. But SAF Prolific this season, 8-ball, their football has been absolute dynamite. And here he is, Miss Class Doyle.
Oh, he's done it! Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Class Doyle, Domino was just singing his praises. Travella from the edge of the box, and first blood to Class.
8-ball, I was talking about him in the air, the aerial presence. 8-ball, I didn't mention anything about that silky ballerina thing.
No.
Little turn inside, outside Travella, side netting. SAF started well, 8-ball, but it's that score in the top left-hand corner that you need to keep an eye on, and it's 1-0 to Class.
And I just think there's teams up and down the country, Domino, that would be crying out for a striker of Doyle's class, pardon the pun. He's 25-plus goals this season. Diddy, edge of the box, just a pause there. Lavieux, who actually assisted that opener there. Good breaking up of play from him in that CDM position for Class. But yeah, we say week in, week out, Domino, you know, what are the big sides missing? And a 25-plus goal a season striker is usually top of everyone's Christmas list. And Class have got one here, and half a chance. It looked like nothing was on, and he's absolutely picked one out against a very good goalkeeper from the edge of the box. Half a chance, and Class are 1-0 up just like that.
Yeah, well, what they can't afford to do now is go back into a shell a little bit and just let SAF come onto you, because SAF are a very, very good team. They break teams down really well. They can mix up what they do. They can mix up their weapons by going over the top there.
Oh, Sentinel has come very close. I tell you what, Domino, that was so well worked. So well worked. SJ Clay defending from the front, winning it back. Crimmy, the skipper, the gaffer, swing it in. The knockdown always overpowered, but Sentinel just could not steer it. Goal bounds. I tell you what, Domino, if that had gone in, that would have been some start to this game. Back post though goes Vipers, and another knockdown. Everett just about does enough against the red hot Doyle. Teagues though gives it to Viper at that original cross. Crimmy back there defending. Lavieux out wide. Viper beats his man, gets to the byline, swings it into the back post. That's usually Doyle's bread and butter. Nimmer can only give it as far as Ethan Crimmy. Fantastic defending from him, and Everett completes the job. Domino, this is red hot at the moment.
Yeah, 8-ball, really, really good by Class there. They were pinning opposition to the half. They were recycling the ball really well, going to the wings. And yes, SAF couldn't get it out. Really good bit of sparring between both teams here. It's really, other than the top left-hand corner, 8-ball, there's not much to separate them.
Yeah. Benny goes over the top, which, again, is bread and butter for Doyle, but Everett does fantastically well. Crazy's in the chat, hello Crazy. And Mystery as well, giving us 3 black X's. I don't know what those are for. It sounds negative though. Here is Davey. Gives it to Viper. Darmzo does well. Gives away the throw-in though. You can see the XG there for both sides. Actually higher for SAF Prolific. Makes sense of that. Danzo can't get it out this time. Teagues wins it high up. Swings it into the penalty spot. Everett there again. Viper having a good game so far. Doyle holds it up. They know what this man can do from the edge of the box. EA's let him down there. EA's let him down. Good defending, but yeah, he just ran off on the ball. I'm not sure what that was. Here is our cameraman for tonight, APX. Harwood into Ethan's feet. Like you said, Domino, I think Class, when it needs to, they'll sit back in because they've got that luxury of the 1-goal lead now. But like you said, very dangerous against this side. Migan does fantastically well, carrying a knock as well. Injury to Snoop Dogg. It's not on my bingo list today. Everett heads it down. I tell you what, Domino, the goal was wide open. He's dribbled it accidentally towards his own goal. He's collided with the post and it still hasn't gone in. SAF Prolific. Yeah, don't buy a lottery ticket tonight, boys. If that's the way this game is going to go. Wow. EA at it once again. And Class tonight, Domino, missing Invezi, which is a real shame. Not just for Class, but for you guys at home as well. A very good player. They've got Davy Denham playing up front for them tonight. Once of creative. Good to see him back out. Playing at a high standard.
Yeah, April. I think Invezi and Doyle, they just complement each other very well at that.
Absolutely.
They can both take the burden of going towards goal or the playmaker role, like again, where they get the knockdowns for each other. But I think at the minute, April, I think SAF are just missing that extra bit up top. They get into really good positions at the minute.
Like this.
And like you said, it's sometimes that luck that's just letting you down. That's a great ball.
Oh.
And again, April dealt with really well. They have recycled it here to this right-hand side. Gone to the edge of the box. He swings it back post. Easily cleared that by APX. And again, recycle it. FJ with a big power shot. Defeated side, April.
Men for a hot dog.
Yeah, he sold me, April. I don't know how they're playing out there.
Committed Domino from about 200 miles away. Nimmer loses out to Doyle, tries to go long, but Tuanze is there. Lavieu and Ethan, that CDM positions for Class, having a good game, the pair of them so far. One last attack. Viper swings it in, maybe having a look at the clock. Are they going to keep this alive? Yes, they are. Migan stabs it back in. It's not locked him on, though, and Kula will complete the clearance for half-time, Domino. And it's exactly what we'd expected from a... What's the best phrase to use? A hotly anticipated game has been hotly contested game as well.
Yeah, April, like I said, other than that top left-hand corner, there's nothing to separate the sides. I think SAF have probably got the lion's share of possession, where Class probably look more dangerous coming forward. I think there's something missing there for SAF just in the final third. And it sounds weird, April, but it's genuinely luck. The ball not dropping for them, not locking on players.
The funny thing is when you said that, I was thinking, yeah, the thing they're missing is luck. The amount of time that ball's come in, and even at the end there, the last attack they had, they crossed the ball in and it hit SJ Clay and it looked like it was going to fall to him perfectly. And again, EA just thought differently and didn't allow him to get it under a spell. But, you know, if that's all they're missing, Domino, then quite clearly they're doing something right.
Yeah. And I think...
Go on.
So, I was just going to say, I think Class in this game have defended April really well. They've limited the amount of chances, and they have cleared it when they needed to. So, yeah, a little bit of luck, a little bit of Class being excellent, and they've got it clear again there.
That's them chucking their CDM into the box. Sentinel with the flip-flap. Big save by Smitty, and if they're not going to get the luck, Domino, then surely they just need that bit of world-class skill, and that's exactly what that was there.
Yeah, absolutely able. SJ Clay darts his way through. He's got a free header there.
Oh, Smitty does well. The problem is for Class, though, is you can only give these world-class players so many chances to score before the inevitable happens, and I think that will be on Class's radar tonight. Yes, they can defend really well. Yes, they can hit teams on the counter, and by playing direct football, it's what they're known for, and they like that they're known for that as well. And when Exhibit A is brilliant to watch. Fantastic. But when it's working, Domino, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things to play against. And they love that.
Yeah.
And they've suckered them into doing the same as well, clearly.
It's a hard trait to beat sometimes, especially when you get it right there, April.
Yeah.
But the thing is with the SAF team, when we've watched them, especially been down, and the performance that comes to mind is that GMASK game, April, where they had to come from behind against a team that was on an absolute tear, and they managed to get the result in that on penalties, where they defended for their lives and they defended really well. If they can do that against teams like GMASK, they're more than capable of doing it.
Oh, here we go. Diddy with the ball to Barry, who's a very tricky player. Looked for the inside pass. Cut out nicely, though, by Class. It's going to keep coming back to them. Cooler FX playing a bit higher up tonight, I really think is helping SAF Prolific's cause here. Having a very, very good game, especially the second half. Controlling that midfield now in the last 15 minutes. It is SAF with a corner. SJ Clay, the striker, taking this one. Edge of the box, Teagues flicks it on, but of course it's going to keep coming back with the manager there, doing his defensive duties well. Harwood, exactly what you'd expect from that man, squared up his striker really, really well. And Class Doyle, here we go.
There.
Yeah, he's got a bit of space to run into.
That's where the button is. That's where it came into play exactly.
He won't mind. He won't mind either. No? He will not mind. I'm sure he's been taken down like that many a time this season. Tricky player is that man. Class Doyle wins his side a free kick high up. Looks like it's at a good angle to swing it in. We don't often see it though, but this is class, ladies and gentlemen. Anything is possible. He's gone for it instead. Zap fists it out with just one hand, the world's strongest man. Diddy, 80-yarder. Look at that hustle and bustle. I love to see it, Domino. Good battle between those two. Everett down the line to Nimmer. Diddy was the man who picked up that booking earlier on. Runs into a brick wall in the name of Ethan. Darmzo, bit of space on this right-hand side. Looks for striker's feet. Edge of the box to Nimmer. SJ Clay dances his way through. Fires it. Another big save by Smitty. I tell you what, Dominic, he could have been tempted to go far post there. He didn't bite on it.
Yeah, and SJ Clay's done that a couple of times, April. He's becoming that real danger man in that, again, in that tight, congested space inside the box. And he's there again, April. Really good tackle there, and they're on that breakaway, and obviously this man, Class Doyle, taking his team, leading his team through the front. They have got options here, April, and it was lovely to cut out by Nima. And April, it's a basketball game. We are back to front here.
It's what we like to see. It's what we like to see from a strictly neutral point of view. Crimmy, back post, headed out by Benny. The problem is, Domino, is when we get to this kind of, not desperation stage by SAF, but when they start to be going a little bit long, chucking the ball in, that's bread and butter for Class. Their three centre-backs were born to head the ball out of their own box. And they'll do it for 90 minutes. And I don't mean virtual 90 minutes either. Diddy. Near post is on. Flicked on by Barry. Ethan there again. Clears it via a deflection, so they will need to keep it in. They do, but it's given away to Davey. Good feet from him. Finds the pass inside, but cut out by Nimmer. Here is Cooler. Again, everyone from Class really digging in defensively. They know how much 3 points would mean to them here. And SAF know how much a game knocked off those 6 games in hand would mean to their push for the title as well. Cooler to Diddy.
It's a real confidence game as well, this one, April. You go, he's
Everett's there. Everett's there. That's where this SAF Prolific side are at right now. The centre-back's up. Diddy manages to get it through. Ethan again there twice in a row. Fantastic work from him. A man did go down, which I assume is what you're gasping at, Domino.
Every time someone goes down, it definitely wasn't a penalty or anything like that, but every time someone goes down, April, it's always a heart and mouth moment. 100%. But it is all SAF at the minute. SAF, as you would expect, April, throwing the kitchen sink at it. Can Class just be resilient enough to hold out for this virtual 6 minutes? but it's coming out the Met Waves. It's back here on the right hand side, gone into the middle, ping ponging.
Do you know what we've seen? We've seen two contrasting parts of the beautiful game, Domino. The skill and the class between these two sides, of course, but then just this 50-50 battling away back end of the season for both sides. It's been fantastic to watch, and what a ball that is by Tuanze, and again it's just not clicked. Benny this time sending it into Rose, and it's now or never for this SAF side.
That was a good idea.
And what a ball that is. What a ball that is. Is he going to run to the corner, Domino? Davy Denham is on his way into the corner. He is not dispossessed. Oh, Tuanze, of course. The man's like an octopus.
It's got to go. It's got to go.
Damso does so.
It's the last chance.
If he can hook this out, it may well be game, set, and match. And there it is. Class pick up all 3 points. SAF Prolific lose one of their 6 games in hand, Domino, and for the second time this season, it is Class who pick up all 3 points against their rivals in the UK Premier.
The result didn't do the game justice. It should have been 5-4. There should have been a lot more goals in that. That was. I won't say it's for the casuals because it was great football, but that's for the hardcore fans because that's how you want to see a game contested. Not only do you see a beautiful goal, but the attack and the probing by SAF that couldn't get anything. The last-ditch defending by Class there. Anything you want to know about the pro club's game and how it should be played was put on show by those two teams, and a little bit of needle in there, 8 ball. I'm annoyed we didn't get any more goals. I'm annoyed we didn't get a red card, but look, we can't have everything.
No, I agree. Right, we're just trying to get a stream up for this next game. We can go to the team sheets here, and do you know what? I'd love to carry on talking about Class, but this is a cup game, and we're at that business end of the season now where lots and lots of people are shoving in 5, 6, 7 games an evening, so we do have to move quickly. We're just waiting for someone to start streaming. So a quick little look at these teams, and for anyone who knows anything about competitive clubs, guys, these are two of the best footballing sides out there. 2 very, very good philosophies and 22 very, very good players. What I will say is missing from that Little Engine team tonight is Samu, the goalkeeper. So a really, really big game for Bailey tonight, who steps in between the sticks. But other than that, you know, that front 3 for Little Engine, Van Mav, Major, who is a fantastic player, and Scouse Santa as well, who everyone knows. If Mons Calpe can stop the ball going to those 3, I think they'll do well. If those front 3 are able to get on the ball and get things cooking for Little Engine, it'll be a good game. Put it that way. It'll be a good game. I'm going to sit very much on the fence tonight, Domino. Very much on the fence.
Yeah. To be fair, what you said was perfect, Abel. Both teams play with a really good philosophy, and what I like about some teams, where they won't change that to compromise on the opposition. Like you've got, like when you come up against, let's say like a GMASK 8 ball, and you know what their strengths are. Sometimes you can't go toe to toe with them, so you can be like, right, we'll go more defensive there, hit them on the break. We know we're going to be starved off the ball. What I like about teams like Little Engine, no matter who they play, and Mons Calpe, they're going to play their philosophy. They're going to implement their philosophy throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Which always, styles makes fights, 8 ball, and we've got a good stylistic matchup here.
Yep, absolutely. Interesting to see Zyna step out of centre back into CDM. I'm sure Mick, you will look after him though. A very, very experienced CDM in there. Hanix on the right, Chris C on the left. Guys, you got C Brennan and Zadabayor up front as well. Fantastic lineups for both sides. And Matt D, 23 in goal as well. Fantastic player too. 2 very, very good sides going at it, and this is the quarterfinal, Domino, so something has to give tonight.
Okay, Abel, we need to go back to Zyna. I'm not going to lie to you. What's happened there? He's genuinely my favourite centre-back. Like,
don't know.
Is he CDM? I don't know. I'm really excited. This is exciting.
That's what it says. That is what it says, mate. And I mean, behind us we've got the lobby, but someone's literally just clicked off it. So it'll be, as soon as that goes, we can see where he's playing. But do you know what? There it is. Oh, they moved it so quick. You saw it? Did you see it?
I did. I was just looking for that CDM.
I looked at the other CDM. I confirmation that Mick was playing there. Wrong one. There we are. So do you know what? I trust these guys implicitly, and especially a team like Mons Calpe, who keep that core together season after season. You know that is the core reason why they get such good results and get themselves into quarterfinals, etc. of these big tournaments, because you know they've not only are they very, very good players, of course, but they've got that core as well. And I think that is the secret. And again, I think Van Mav's the gaffer of Little Engine is trying to do the same on his side as well, and it would explain why these two are currently in the quarterfinal of a massive competition.
Yeah, I know. We Van Mav's a friend of the channel, and it's people like Van Mav that like can galvanise a good team around you, because people want to play for someone like him.
I want to play for him.
Yeah, mate. Really good player, nice guy, and he's someone that you want to go on the pitch and like not let down. So I like the philosophy that they've got over the Little Engine team, and yeah, Van Mav's a great guy. It's going to be exciting, April. I mean, I need to see goals. That's what I need to see.
I reckon there's enough attacking prowess in both of those sides tonight. I do think we're going to come out of this game though, according to my chat. So I won't get too much into it. I'll press all the right buttons, but I won't get too into it. So do bear with. It will give me a chance to speak to the chat as well. What are the requirements to join VPG? To be honest, there aren't any real requirements. If you want to join and bring a team, then there's some hoops you need to jump through, I guess.
And also, you've got to like and subscribe on Pro Clubs Weekly. That's
a very good start. That's a very good start. Yeah. and VPG as well, by the way. So that's what Domino meant. That's what Domino meant. Yeah. But other than that, get signed up, get yourself in the Discord, and this applies to everyone who's watching, who's currently not playing or managing or, I don't know, just involved in VPG. Get yourselves signed up on the website, get yourselves into the Discord, and find a team, make a team, join a team, be a team. Anything you want to do. The world is your oyster. How did Class versus SAF game end? That finished 1-0 to Class.
Great game as well. You need to rewatch that game. It was one of the best 1-0.
Why Mons Calpe are laughing at me for saying Zyner? Is that not his word? Oh, to be fair, there's 22 names on the screen. Zviner. Give me a break. Come on. They're mocking me literally right now. To be fair, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. Someone gets teased in their team because of what we call him. And he's playing tonight, Domino. He's playing tonight. I'll see if you can guess which one it is. But yeah, he sent me the chat of his team ripping into him because we've been getting his name wrong this last 6 weeks. So,
are they playing in this game?
No, not this game. No, a bit later on.
What was it me? Because heads up, guys, I am not great at pronouncing anyone's name.
Yeah, now don't you feel bad for mocking us? Yeah, Domino's dyslexic, okay?
Well, exactly. Respect it.
Anyway, disabilities aside, you're not actually dyslexic, are you? Or are you?
Oh yeah, mate, full blown, like genuinely tested dyslexic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
so when someone has Z, V, and Y at the beginning of the name, what do you do with that? Where do you go from that?
Cut some slack, guys. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Bowsy debut for Little Engine. Bowsy, very, very good player. They'll be happy he's stepping in tonight. Bowsy, usually a centre back. Tell you what, I've got access to the teams. I can see. Bowsy's playing centre midfield tonight. Here we go, stepping up just like Viner. God's sake.
Viner.
They've psyched me out now. Here we go then. It is finally into the game. You can stop us talking and getting all these names wrong, Domino. It is Mons Calpe versus Little Engine. Mons Calpe from left to right in the yellow. Little Engine in that away Benfica kit, a black kit from right to left. This camera angle is funky.
Yeah, Abel. It's normally when they play on the Norwich pitch, which is really, really weird, but I think it's the Burnley pitch as well. You get this odd camera angle. I don't know what it is, but it's very, very weird.
That's someone who you know plays too much EAFC when they know the different stadiums and what they do to the camera angles.
that is true, Abel.
I couldn't even tell you what stadium it is, let alone which ones are bad and not off. I thought I saw the name Ash Alberto in there, Domino.
No, don't be silly, Abel. I can't handle Ash Alberto in there.
Am I allowed to bring the team sheet up, like, in the middle of a game?
I'm looking at the team sheet now here, Abel, and there's no Ash Alberto anywhere.
Well, unless someone's pretending to be him, because this is Ash Alberto on the ball right now. And I can tell you it is, because he's just sprayed a 60-yard pass out to the gaffer. Breaks into the box, goes near post. Oh, what a massive save.
That's clever. That is clever, Abel.
Wow, what an effort it was, but what a save that was.
To be fair, Abel, Ash Alberto does has 7 different user accounts.
To be fair, yeah, we might have just dobbed him in, actually. Big header! There it is! It's Bliney! Gets the opener! Here we go, the Maldini build. 1-0. Ash is in centre midfield. Late change. I hope it's all legit, otherwise we might have just rumbled them. Doesn't matter how many they score. That man can play everywhere, and it was his 60-yard pass that set that whole thing up for Little Engine, and they strike first in this quarterfinal. After, I tell you what, Domino, I know he didn't go anywhere with it, but a good possession nonetheless, and a good bedding in process for Mons Calpe, and it's what we expect. Matt does well. Dadabayor wins it back. Here is Viner. Or Zed Viner.
Zed Viner, that's much better. I like that. I like Zed Viner.
Hussein into Brennan. Fires it near post. Here we go. Game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Fires it past the debutant Bailey and equalises only shortly after going behind the... It's what Mons Calpe would have wanted. It's the response that they would have probably dreamed about. Getting it to their talisman, instant reply, and just straight back to what they do best, which is keeping the ball regardless of where it is on the pitch.
Yeah, 8-ball, and I think, again, no criticism for me, but I think when the ball came into his feet, I think everyone backed off him to see what he was going to do, to see a pass. There was more passive defending than progressive defending there, and you can't give that man that space in the box. He will punish you, and it was a great finish there. But look, Little Engine have shown, even in the first 20 minutes, why they're here and why they're in the quarters.
Oh, yeah.
It will sting them 8-ball, but it won't faze them. They know they're in the game. They knew they would be in the game. And 2 goals in the first 20 minutes. I called for goals. We got goals, 8-ball. Happy commentator.
And the thing with C. Brennan is, we're used to seeing him at centre midfield. He's now gone up front. It's similar to Ash Alberto, but I've never seen C. Brennan play at centre back. The second we see that, we can then put him in the list of greats. But when he's scoring goals like that, don't know why the hell not leave him up front. Great finish from him. The response that Mons Calpe wanted. And it is 1 apiece. 25 minutes gone. Quarterfinal of this UK Pro Series. Here is the gaffer, Ruud van Mav. That left-sided, I think it's a left back. Just wasn't sure whether to overlap or not. They keep the ball anyway, but Scout Santa... I mean, the linesman's got his flag up. No one knows why. Swings it in. I mean, what the hell was that? But goalkeeper comes and claims it anyway. Thought he might have just collected it from an offside position, but we move. Dadabayor over the top first time. Bliney, the goal scorer, does well, but here is Hannix, another dangerous player. Can Mav take that down? No, he can't. Viner into Mo. Gives it to Mick. Hannix muscled off it, but It was illegally, according to the referee. They did get a free kick for it, played advantage, nothing given after that, and now they lose possession. So work that one out. Bailey goes long, not getting much change out of this near side centre-back Domino. He's massive. Check those heights. Brennan into Dadabayo, gives it to Hannix this time. Save. Bailey equal to it.
Oh, it's still on.
Wow, he swung it back in. I think everyone was just expecting the corner. Alas, Viner into Chris C. Goes on the outside, comes back in. Mick, what a ball that is. Wow, Bailey's done fantastically well.
Very, very brave. When you come out like that, 8-ball, you've got to win it.
That's
and
it.
You've got to commit yourself. He done that there, 8-ball. Read the play really, really well, because if that got past him, it was an absolute no man's land.
Yeah,
but this is going to give Mons Calpe a little bit of encouragement here. I think this is spell. You're very close to the end of the first half. If I was the little engines at the minute, I would just bury down the hatchet, see this off, because you know Mons Calpe have got their tails up. So you just see this bit out.
I mean, this is a Mons Calpe that a lot of teams know, and you don't really have to do too much research on them because they are so well known. So I would expect Mav to have told his team what to expect here, and I don't think they'll be shocked by anything they've seen so far. And they're still in the game, but like you said, Domino, it's been since the goal, it's been a huge half for this Mons Calpe side. And it's they're up to their usual free-flowing tricks. But as long as Little Engine can stay in this, that front three, I tell you what, they'll get you goals if you can supply them. And now we know Ash Alberto's in centre midfield for them, Domino.
He can do everything, mate. He can do what you want. The guy's an absolute magician.
Matt DJ, good defending from him, goes long once again. Frankel wins the ball, but it won't matter, because that is half-time, and Domino, I think that probably suits Little Engine.
Yeah, 100%. I think Mons Calpe wouldn't want that half to end, where Little Engine probably need a little bit of a reset there. It was a great goal, really well worked set piece. After that, had some good spells of possession, 8-ball, but Mons Calpe was taking over in the possession, within the domination, territory on the pitch. It's hard at the minute, because this is not a game where a point will do anyone. There's no points here, 8-ball. It's either you go through or get knocked out. I think Little Engine, the only advice I could give them, and again, Van Mav is one of the best captains around, I think things look a little bit rushed. You've got to starve this Mons Calpe of the ball a little bit, knock it around, get your foot on the ball, get a little bit of possession, so it's not coming back at you in waves. And if you're the Mons Calpe team, it's more of the same 8-ball and systematically break them down.
No, couldn't agree more. Maybe just keep it off the head of this right-sided centre-back, because it just keeps coming back at them and there's nothing they can do about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And we know this team can play ball. They are playing against a very good Mons Calpe side, but both of these sides are elite sides, which means they're at the second tier of the VPG pyramid. So they're both very, very good teams in their own right. However, Little Engine are looking very open here. Slides it through to Hannix. What a save. Bailey, take a bow, because Hannix is an absolute machine in front of goal, and he's hammered that near post, top corner. And I tell you what, Frankel again, they need to do something to stop that man. Defensively, offensively, he is winning everything in the air. Prime Van Dijk from yesterday.
Yeah, 8-ball. It's a hard one, because again, Mons Calpe have just came out as they finished the first half, and they're really dominating here. I think Little Engine have had two big warning shots there. Like I said, they just can't keep losing the ball in those positions, because you've got players streaming forward in yellow. Great feet, I see Brennan there. Great
tackle twice, but Chris takes over, and he had to be careful there, and he was careful. But here is Mick. Swings it in, Doom repels it, Chris heads it down to the goal scorer, gives it to his gaffer, it's Mo Arsenal. Something's given, I tell you what, Domino, I don't know what it was for. He's taking it early doors as well. Here we go, the Covenant, oh, what a goal that is! See Brennan banks his brace, what a camera angle. When the cameraman takes free kicks, you've got to bang him on the camera. You've got to perform on the biggest stage, and he's just done it. What a view that was, Domino. So sweet.
Oh, 8-ball. It was unbelievable. no settling period. They know exactly what to do.
That's a man who plays a lot of FIFA.
Yeah, before he got anything settled, they took that goal. And 8-Ball is nothing less than what they deserve. They've been playing well for the last 30 virtual minutes. They've definitely been on top of this game. But it's all about this character of Little Engine. What can they show? How can they get back into this game, 8-Ball?
Yeah, that's it. And you can see Mons Calpe, they're not a side who are going to sit off as well. They are chucking men forward. 4v4 here with the 5th joining in. It's the gaffer as well, leading by example. Little Engines say anywhere will do. And again, they're not slowing down. It's an onslaught at the moment. Brennan, who's on a hat-trick now, don't forget, swings that one into the back post. Here is the gaffer for Little Engine. What can he get cooking? He's one of those players where you get him on the ball and the whole team just kind of waits for him to do something, because he's almost like the Steven Gerrard of the side. He can galvanize a side, and I think swings it into the back post. When he plays out wide, I do think they miss that a little bit when he's playing in that cam position, or even up front in a front two maybe. But we'll see if we can get any change. But I think for Little Engine it's very much feed that front three. You know, Major's not had a sniffle game. Scouse Santa's been quiet by his standards. A lot of it's to do with this Mons Calpe side. I don't want to play against this Mons Calpe side.
No.
Not many teams do. They've decimated a lot of teams previously across multiple organisations, and they've had the better of it this game. But it's still a goal in it. It's cup football. Anything can happen. And here is Mav stepping inside, giving it to Ash Alberto. Good touch from Scouse Santa, getting out of his feet, wins his team a corner. That's what I mean, Domino. From those central positions, Van Mav is so dangerous.
And the last corner they had 8-Ball, they put it away. So they have got tricks up their sleeve when it comes to the set pieces. It looks like man-to-man defense here, but they're trying to just like draw the man into the front post. He's going to go to the middle of the park.
Here he goes, found him again, big save! Oh, I don't know what's happened. I couldn't even tell you what's happened.
Offside?
But he didn't touch it. There's never a foul from corners. I have no idea. Answers on a postcard. Answers down in the comments. We're in the 21st century now.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. Well, we got to carry on 8-Ball because we can't rest on that.
Can't dwell on it. Wow. I mean, this is what I mean, Don. This is why I love clubs, because Mons Calpe, very, very good value for this lead. Can all change. And then when it can change, for some reason, the game doesn't let it change. So it's anyone's guess what the hell's going on. Mick. Mo Arsenal, well played by Doom. He's having a good second half, to be fair, on that left-hand side. Bowsy picks it up. His opposite number cuts it out. Again, Doom there once more. Does manage to break that press now. Ash Alberto, what has he got in his locker? Couldn't even foul him, Domino. Couldn't even foul him. For some reason, that didn't stick with Scouse Center. And that's frustrating, because I don't think he did anything wrong.
Yeah, I just think it needs to come through Mav at the minute, 8-Ball, because the last 2 touches he's had on the ball, he's took on 2 plays, but it's spot on the ball, let the team reset, and then he's played the ball, and it kind of gets flowing through him. There's been too many misplaced passes, especially for Mav and Little Engines like him. They get into these positions, they kind of run out of ideas here. He needs to stand on the ball now, just recycle it nice and easy, don't do anything too risky. But saying that, 8-Ball, you've got 10 virtual minutes left, so
that's it.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, and they're still in the game. That's the most important thing at the moment. And look at Mons Calpe, 5v5, beats that first pass. Mo Arsenal into Brennan, into Dadabayor. Men go down. Nothing given. I'm watching the referee. He just did a bit of a moonwalk, so clearly not that interested. Brennan on a hat trick, the cameraman, and free kick extraordinaire. Mick into Viner. Thought about that right-hand side, instead plays it safe. Probably the right option at this point in the game, at this point in the tie. Mick swings it in, back post. Doom is there again. Big shout for man of the match from him. Bowsy, fantastic win. And again, Mav happy to put his foot on the ball. Gives it to his striker, Major. Gets it back into Scouse Santa. Tries to beat his man, William. goes down with him. He's going to win it. Oh, he just couldn't get out of his feet. Viper's Ken comes across. And the first time I've seen Mons Calpe really panic on the ball there, Domino. And I think that has a lot to do with the clock in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, you can see it there, 8-Ball. And I think they're...
Oh, what a touch. He's away as well. Power shot. Big save by Bailey Domino. What a touch to get away from the man that was.
Unbelievable, 8-Ball. I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen that touch before, but yeah, they've left 3 players up here, 4 players in for the... Oh, they're rushing back now, 8-Ball. They know they're going to go short.
Yeah, they've been told. They've been told. They do lose it. Doom et al. 60
Stop
yards.
putting it on that man, and that man has not lost a single aerial ball all half.
Ash Elbow, all his whole career. Oh, it's getting a bit scrappy. That's going to suit Little Engine. Oh, Hanik's back there.
8-Ball. Your Ash Elbow missed the power shot in that area.
Come on.
He decides not to do it. You're shocking. You're better than that, Ash Elbow. You're better than that.
Right then. 1 virtual minute, which equates to about 8 seconds. Scout Santa. Ash Elbow delivers it. That was tasty, but it is Frankel again. Edge of the box. Here we go. It's Doom. Oh, they really would have been man of the match there. For some reason, they're letting the game play on, and there it is. Little Engine managed to stay in the game for as long as possible, but ultimately Mons Calpe had enough about them. It was won by a free kick of world class. And to be honest, if you're going to lose a game, Domino, it might as well be to a world-class goal.
Yeah, it's not a mistake from anyone. It is just a world-class finish by a world-class player. And 8-Ball, much as we do love Little Engine, you got to take your cap off to Mons Calpe. They were incredible from start to finish, controlling the game, coming from behind 8-Ball. That was a very, very sturdy performance by them.
Good point.
And I tell you what, if you're playing like that throughout this tournament, they've got to be within a shout of winning that 8-Ball. Unbelievable.
Well, that's it now. I mean, semi-final, you're 1 game away from the final itself, and when you get to the final, it's literally anyone's game. So
coin toss.
Why the hell not? But yeah, commiserations to Little Engine, and congratulations to Mons Calpe. They're good value to get into the semi-final of any competition. That was the UK Pro Series, so points galore for everyone. We'll be running that again next season, and the collective points from both of those competitions, so in the first season and the second season, will decide who qualifies for that LAN event next year. It's going to be massive, Domino.
Oh, mate. And we are hopefully going to be there in any capacity.
I hope so.
We'd be there in any capacity, mate. We'd be there as a fan.
That's a good point, to be fair. I mean, I'd rather people didn't know that. Wow. That's probably the only thing we're not going to be there as.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right, let people know that we are ready to go, because we are. That is factually correct. Here are
main event of the evening.
One of 4 main events of the evening, of course.
Fighting.
Out of the top of the league corner is Team GMASK. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is top of the league, Team GMASK, who, according to my very scarce notes this evening, 13 points clear of second place. Domino, we put a bit of pressure on these guys a couple of weeks ago, and then they slipped up. They've not really done much slipping since. In order to keep this as entertaining for the neutrals as possible, shall we just heap a bunch of pressure onto them right now?
I mean, 8-Ball. GMASK will tell you pressure's for tyres. That's what GMASK will tell you. Because they don't feel that pressure, mate.
Pressure for diamonds, baby.
They are a different gravy of players. And you look around the team, 8-Ball, and coming into the season, Wakabashai, Juan Lukaku, Rayo, Lassin, there's just players for days, but this team, this core team, 8-Ball, every time we see them, week in, week out,
they play the same team.
It's the exact same team, 8-Ball. There's no changing, there's no chopping, there's no, let's see what Rayo can do on the right-hand side. They know their positions. If things not working, they don't panic. They just need to adjust their certain
The thing with this team, Domino, one is obviously their availability is literally the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking Mr. No Days Off times 11 here. I'd like to see their squad list, actually, if they've just got like a straight 11 and that is it.
I'm signed to the 8-ball. I've just not got a game.
You never will. Although, if they carry on like this, Domino, and they've got games to spare, it would be funny.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would like to have on my record a VPG Esports Premier. Like, I would love to have that against the title. If they could put me in for a couple of games, who knows?
Or you could just do that thing that a lot of people do and play one game in the Esports Premier and then put in your bio that you are an Esports Premier player. That's a favourite of mine. Or just sign for the team and don't play at all and still put it. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, I reckon if they were gracious as April and they've won the league by a lot of games, I'm just saying, alrighty boy. That's what I'm saying.
Right, so that, you know what we said about putting pressure on them? That's pressure. There's the pressure. The pressure is to not mess this up, so Domino has to actually end up playing for you. That's enough to spur anybody on.
Thanks, team. No. Be fair, you ran the Capri's manager, so anything's possible.
He could turn us into good players. That's how good that man is.
Exactly that, mate.
Right, I mean, CAPRICAROLESQUE, 5th place CAPRICAROLESQUE. A very, very, very good side, and a side that can definitely cause any team in this league a problem, including Team GMASK. Again, it's very similar to Team GMASK in that it's just quality for days. Romaninho up front again.
Yeah.
We called him out a little bit in the last game, then he went and scored 2 world-class goals in the first 15 minutes. Shall we call him out again to make a real game of this?
Absolutely, Abel. He's a better wide player than he is a striker. But,
right.
Mate, you look at that front three though. You got Warren Beast, you got Romaninho, you got Tigo Beast. Like, that is a really good.
The Beast Brothers.
Fit off the pitch.
We still need to work out whether the Beast Brothers are actually related or not.
I'm gonna say yes.
Answers in the comments. But for now, it is 5th place CAPRICAROLESQUE versus 1st place Team GMASK. Team GMASK leading this rat race by 13 points. CAPRICAROLESQUE could do everyone a favour in the chasing pack by putting a dent in that. And don't forget, Domino, they are at home as well. This is France plays Spain, so it could well make a difference.
Yeah, and April, all it needs, and I know we talk about how they're flying high at the top of the table. Like I said, it takes one off week. It takes one off Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then the title race opens up. Obviously, GMASK do not want this to happen, but there is a possibility not with Gianluca Quaku running down that wing. What a save! Keeper needs to get there, and he does.
Wow. Phasmi with the save there in net for CAPRICAROLESQUE. And if you hadn't guessed it already, Team GMASK are in that Real Madrid whites. We're very used to seeing them. And CAPRICAROLESQUE, the Frenchman in the black. What a tackle that is by Raven, by the way, because Romaninho was just about to pull the trigger, and here he is again, one of the best in the business. 3 tackles in a row. Domino, he's already made more tackles than me this season.
Well, I think he gave the ball away just so he could tackle it back.
So
that's what the rumours are anyway.
Tackling fuel, and he played that ball out as well. Lattice Jr. wins it back up. The quiet Lattice Jr. If you know, you know. I tell you what, this is not the level of scrappiness I was expecting, but it's in the CAPRICAROLESQUE box, so it's going to suit Team GMASK to a T, because they're either going to get a shot at goal or a penalty, and instead they actually just give away a free kick for an unknown reason.
That's what I mean about this Team GMASK, Gable. There's nothing they can't do. You want to go style for style, they can match you with that. You want to go over the top, corners, set piece routine. Even if you want to go scrappy within the box, they'll play you at any game you want to play with them. They're the most versatile team that I've seen in a while.
They are the chameleons of pro clubs.
I like that. Can we call them? Can we give that a nickname?
That's a very pro Evo nickname. The chameleons. Won by the gaffer Joan Lukaku for the league leaders Team GMASK, but Capri have it in their own half. Settled nicely into this game after that scrappy period in the first 10-15 minutes. Here they are playing through the thirds nicely. Warren Beast to Tico Beast, the Beast Brothers. Gives it to Ryan, sends a man for a Twix. Burst of pace as well. Good battle. Warren Beast, although Rad does get in his way a little bit. Beats his man again. I'm not sure he meant to go to Capone, but he does well with the knockdown. Guto dwells on it a little bit, and here we go. Scrappy this time in the opposition box. Gets the shot off Guto. Rugby scrum. I tell you what, 2 for 2 up front. Capri
it's like
there.
You're calling horse racing there, Abel.
It really, that happens sometimes. I apologise. But one scrum apiece. Probably not what we expected when we think about these two quality footballing sides, but I am here for it. Ryan there, putting a bit of quality back into this game. And I tell you what, Domino, Capri are leaving 2v2 every time, which, to be fair, is fine. But when that two are Rayo and Gyro, I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
But here is Calzino on the overlap, and it does mean they can commit more men forward. But once again, it's 2v2 right this time.
By the way.
Yeah, very good defending from Riad. Capone into Calzino. Ladis back there doing his defensive duties, of course. We expect nothing less. J Lings.
No, not. Oh, that's a good ball.
And something's wrong. And are we going to see another free kick goal, Domino? We're not going to see the angle we saw in the last game, but
yeah, you can't get better than that, Abel.
Oh, that was a sight to behold. I'm dreaming of that when I go to bed tonight.
Yeah, I need to watch the back because I've never scored a free kick on this game.
Here is Tico Beast, big save from Wakabashai. And again, that man is in phenomenal form. You think about league leaders, you don't really think too much about the goalkeepers because obviously they're winning games, so they're scoring goals. But that man, I tell you what, they have him to thank a lot for their league position.
Yeah, 8 ball. I mean, like you said, I think 3 of the centre halves were in like the top 6 players.
Yeah.
In their chosen positions, which is wild.
Yeah.
But you get past them, and you've got a world class keeper to deal with, and he might be called on here. And he is.
Bang on cue. Wakabashai with another save.
And stuff like that, 8 ball, is so underrated because he literally seeing that through bodies.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's going to come. It's a snapshot you've got to react to. But I tell you what, Mons Capri are getting a lot of joy here, 8 ball.
They are. Long may it continue as far as this Capri-Carolesque side are concerned. Looking good value. And the thing is with Capri is they're a team that can beat anyone on their day, for sure. And like I said it in the intro, this team GMASK are no exception to that rule. I was looking as to why they're not second or third. We know why they're not first, because Team GMASK. They have got the second most draws in the league.
Ooh.
So, again, they're a team who a very, very good side, good attacking side, good defensive organisation. They've just not been getting those results that perhaps some of their attacking play deserves. And that's kind of what we've seen in this first 40 minutes. And are they going to get punished? Fazmi again, massive save. 2 snapshots at that near post and 2 big saves. And once again, Domino, Vpg Esports Premier goalkeepers are ruining our fun.
What a ball that is. Can he get on the end of it? And he does.
Ooh, slide tackle? No, nobody slide tackle.
No one wanted to commit there.
Disappointing.
And Rayo's off here.
Well played by J-Lings. CDM for this Capri side. Good football from them as well. The quality of the football from both sides is top notch, as per usual. VPG, I was going to say VPG Esports Premier never disappoints. VPG in general doesn't disappoint. But these two sides, just watch and learn. It's good to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like when they had it in the back corner, 8 ball. This team at Capri, no panic, not complaining about someone standing on the ball, waiting for the right player, and then playing out in triangles. It's really well done. I've been not surprised because, like we said, we know how good this Capri team is. They're coming up against excellent GMASK teammate. Well, that's the end of the first half. I genuinely think that is a 50-50 game.
100%. And we see this quite often in the VPG Esports Premier. 1, the goalkeepers spoiling our fun. Fine.
Yeah.
You're world class. I get it. Get over yourselves. 2 very, very well matched teams. And it also doesn't matter where they are in the league. We've seen maybe 1 or 2 absolute whitewashes in this league this whole season. And we're talking about, look, 40, 50 games that we've watched this season. So we say week in, week out, and regulars will know there are no easy games in this league. But when you get so many competitions within those games where two sides are so evenly matched, the amount of pressure on both sides for 22 players must be insane. And I'm glad I'm up here, Domino. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's a lot week in, week out, and especially the demands of something like this, April, when it's the upper echelons, it's the creme de la creme.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's where the pressure gets to you in what we are, match day 18, or something similar to that. Yeah, it's a lot. But I tell you what, Team GMASK will be slightly worried here, April. They haven't been at their free-flowing best, but as we always know, it takes 1 minute for them to spark into life. And as we've seen time and time again, April, it only needs that one goal, because there's no better team in the land that's showing up shot.
One, that's when I would consider GMASK at their most deadly. And two, how has Ladis Jr. managed to get that ball down the line there? There's no space. I didn't even know you could do that on this game. Tico Beast with the through ball to his brother Warren Beast. Goes far side, hits the crossbar. It's come cannoning out. And I tell you what, Domino, you will not get closer than that without scoring. And if you have the chance to put this GMASK side to the sword, you need to, because they will punish you. And I tell you what, Domino, I would be worried if I was this Capri side now, because I feel like if you're going to anger them, score at the same time, because they're going to come back, and they're going to come back more aggressive. But no one's told this Capri side, because they are still going, and they are still looking good value for, I'm going to say, the title of having played the better of the two sides so far.
Yeah, April, genuinely they have, and I don't. It's not there's something off with GMASK in a minute, but I've said it a couple of times. What a ball this is. And
Gyro through on goal. Oh, he's not connected with that.
And that's going to kill the point I was going to make, April. The point I was going to make was always GMASK take their chances. That's the difference. That GMASK do take their chances. Unfortunately, couldn't take it here. I mean, it's a little bit worrying, April, because against this Capri side, they know they can hurt them. Yeah. And they're playing some wonderful football there.
I think what both sides have just decided is, look, we're going to try and win the game, but also we don't want the goalkeepers to have any more saves. So if we're going to miss, we're going to miss the target or hit the woodwork. Ryad to Warren Beast, gives it to Romaninho. Does go down, nothing given. And again, leaving 2v2 at the back. If Gyro can play that through ball there. 16 assists last time I checked for that man. To go with his 20-odd goals. Crazy stats from this front two. Crazy stats.
This is the problem, April, though. GMASK, the games they're not playing well, the way that they score the goals is set pieces. You don't want to give a team like GMASK dead ball opportunities, because they will hurt you at that.
Is he shooting from here? Yes, he is. And tell you what,
wow,
not a bad effort. Phasme again, though, parries it wide at the expense of a corner. And again, as Domino said, this is Team GMASK's bread and butter. Might as well just let it go in.
That was very well defended.
Very well defended.
And it's very uncharacteristically I hear 8 ball.
It's just as well CAPRICAROLESQUE do not listen to anything we say, because they're so much better when they don't listen to what we say.
Yeah, fair play.
I like it. I like it. Long may it continue. Centre man for a Twix, swings it into the back post. Ladis Jr. takes it down the chest. And do you know what? Everyone's just saying, no, I got it. No, I got it. I insist. I insist. It does well, though, and ends up in the goalkeeper's arms. To Ladis Jr. on this near side. Repelled by Capri, but it's going to come straight back to them. Through the thirds for Capri on the far side. Gets past one, given away to the other, and here we go. 2v3. Capri, edge of the box. Tried to play the reverse ball, and again, they go long. This time, just the one player up. Phasme and the centre-half getting in each other's way, but job's a good one. Happy just to keep the ball and refresh. It's good to watch, Donna, because the game has been on a knife edge since the very first minute. And there shouldn't be that much to play for, with Team GMASK being 13 points clear. Oh my god, he's rattled the post from point-blank range. The goalkeeper went far side. All he needed to do, I tell you what, if he'd tapped the shoot button, it would have went in. But that all came from Vladis Jr. on this near side. Bits of skill again. That man is an absolute menace.
You've got to get... I think if you're going to unlock a team at the minute, that's the person that's going to do it for you.
Oh, yeah.
At the minute, where everyone's not having the best of games, Vladis Jr. is playing absolutely outskin defensively, offensively. I think you need to get it to him as much as you can to try and open up the team.
Oh, here we go. That was going to fall.
Oh, what is this guy? What is it? Who is this guy, Abel?
Wakabashai again. Here he comes, claiming the ball from the corner as well. And is he going to be picking up the man of the match again, because he's kept his side in it, not for the first time this season, probably not for the last time this season. And yeah, Domino, like I said, you know, Team GMASK hitting the post when they're not at their best is leading me to believe that this is not actually going to be their night. However, they're 13 points clear for a reason, and they're playing like a team who are really, really fighting for the title, who are a few points behind the league leaders. And if I just feel like if this was me and if I had 13 points in the bank, I wouldn't. I don't know. I just feel like there's a frantic energy to them at the moment. And here we go. Here is Calzinho, goes near post this time. Doesn't need a save from Wakabashai, but I assume he would have saved it anyway. And
that's the difference, though, Abel. That's just there the difference. When you get in the position and you can strike it, it's high for second because you're trying to look where the keeper position is.
Yeah.
It's not instinctual because your instinct is the keeper saving.
Wow.
What a ball that is through. If he can take that down here, well, and he can. He just got muscled off. Absolutely muscled off. Ran out of place. And I'll tell you what, in the GMASK performance has been one of the weirdest I've seen. Them scoring for a set piece kind of sums it up.
Yeah. I think you're spot on. It's probably the weakest Team GMASK performance we've seen this season, but they actually haven't been that bad, which just tells you how good they have been.
Oh my!
What happened there? That looked like a Team GMASK player headed it towards the goal.
No. It was definitely a.
I have to watch that on that edge of the box though. Here is Nazir, gives it to Ryan. Oh, just falling.
One of those 360 no scope headers, April.
Right.
Span the whole way around and headed it.
Tell you what, I mean, we've hit the post, we've hit the bar, but still, that may have been the closest we've come because that was an absolute rocket towards the goal once again. Wakabashai is equal to it. 3 virtual minutes left. Corner 2, CAPRICAROLESQUE doing well to keep it away from the aforementioned goalkeeper. Are they going to be able to get anything on the end of it? No, they're not. Guto. Press from CAPRICAROLESQUE has been immense, and I think, to be honest, edge of the box, Romaninho, Raven, fantastic work from him. Is there a sting in the tail? It would be very Team GMASK if they're able to score right now. And I think Capri will come out of this game thinking we're actually disappointed with just the point against the runaway league leaders, because they've been good value for a win here. Both sides have come close, both sides have created chances, but I think Capri in the grand scheme of things have probably been the better team, which we haven't said a lot this season in terms of opposition for Team GMASK, but it ain't over yet. Swings it in, back post. MBK, and there it is, completes the job. It is 0-0, Domino, but I don't feel shortchanged at all.
No, neither do I, but I thought that was a very surprising performance. There's a couple of things that, again, really surprised me. The set piece being... yeah, we're going to absolutely no one. João Lukaku getting ran down his side when he's probably the most solid offensive and defensive player combined. When they're getting the chances not taken at 8-ball, it was a very un-GMASK performance. But let's not take anything away from Capri. Capri starved them off the ball, played some fantastic passes through triangles. Nothing went long 8-ball. They were playing through the press, and they were getting very, very good success in there. You might have to give it down to a very good Capri performance, but there is a massive shout out for that Mr. G Wakabashai, because without him, Abel, in those sticks, you're looking at 4-0, because it was unbelievable solo effort for him to wrest this team a point. Yeah,
and you know, what haven't we said about this Team GMASK side that needs to be said, because we've seen them a lot of, especially over the last 3 or 4 weeks. We know this team inside out. Domino, you picked up on it. It is probably the worst performance of the season that we've seen personally, and it wasn't even that bad. That's how good they have been this season. But like you said, I do think a lot of tonight's performance was down to a very, very good Capri side at home. They just matched them, if not bettered them. But Team GMASK still managed to get a draw. And to be honest, with that 13-point cushion, if you're not losing games to very, very good sides like Capri, I don't think they'll mind that whatsoever. They'll chalk that one off, and they'll go and play someone else, and they'll probably get a win, because now they're not going to have two of those performances in a row when they've barely had two of those performances over the last 30 games.
Yeah. No, you're completely right, April. The games like that, to be fair, if you can be completely honest and you're a GMASK player, all biased aside, you've done well to get a point out of that game. That's an extra point that you shouldn't have had, because I think Capri had, I wouldn't say the better chances, because that one at the near post was dying to be put away. Unfortunately hit the post, but yeah, they should walk out with that. I mean, like, that's another point added to us that we shouldn't have got.
I think they will. I think they've been around the block. They know what they're doing. They've got players in that camp. They've got the gaffer in that camp who has won major trophies before, including this esports premier. So I don't even think they'll think about it. I think come tomorrow they would have forgotten about that. They'll take the point. Like I said, they'll go and play another game, kicking off now, 9:15, and they'll just go about the rest of their evening. So, anyway, I mean, let's move on to the main event of the evening. Our fourth main event of the evening. Rote, third place now, because Bodrum overtook them. They have played They have played 4 games more than them, though, so that does explain that one. But Rote, second place Rote, taking on 10th place Empire Domino. 10th place should not be where Empire are. They had just won the last game, so perhaps would have moved up. But my notes tonight say, whilst they are 10th in the league, they're still only 9 points off of 4th place. So that's how tight the top of that league is, and also how good Empire are and how many points they've accumulated this season. So don't write them off just yet. However, if we're not talking about Team GMASK and arguably Capri, because that was a very good performance, the next in line for team of the season has got to be this Rote side, Domino.
Mate, this Rote team, and to be fair, same as Team Empire, it's two of my favourite teams to watch this season. Not only the football they play, but the way they go out about games, the entertaining that they've both had on. I think back-to-back, Rote were on the channel with a 4-0 win. Empire came on with a 4-0 win. At times, both teams look absolutely unplayable. So it's good to... I wouldn't say the issue is, it's just a lack of consistency. If you could do that every single minute of every single game, you'd be cleaning up the league there.
Yeah.
But it's the flaws in the game that makes them the most entertaining teams to watch. They will concede the goals. They will score more goals. Mate, it's just a wicked combination of teams to come on the channel. I'm expecting a very good game to end our stream.
Like Domino said, these two sides are hopefully tonight going to show you what they can do offensively. But the problem is, again, with a lot of these VPG Esports Premier sides, their defense and their goalkeepers are bloody good players as well. We need a league where just all the best attacking players play and none of the best defenders are allowed to play. Like, just take...
Me and 8-Ball play in defense and goal, and then trust me, you're going to have the best streams.
And speaking of, let's go through the back lines, because they need a shout. We always talk about the strikers, Arquez and Machiavelli. Those two are ridiculous. And then you've got Senzera up front and Ace as well for Empire. Those are the ones that get shout outs all the time. For Empire, Shasui Siki, to be fair, he does always get a shout out. Nicest guy in Pro Clubs.
I was about to say, nicest guy around.
He's at the back with Escrova and Dubronx as well. And tell you what, again, we talk about Brecha last season being that kind of breakout Domino. Dubronx this season for me, for Empire, has been fantastic as a name we didn't know at the start of the season and has kind of gone on to do great things.
Fantastic name as well.
Yeah, and then Free Kill, who had surgery over the weekend. So he's just come back. I think he may have had it on Thursday or Friday. He's back playing tonight, so good on him. Yeah, one, it's commitment, but two, it may very well be foolish. So look after yourself, Free Kill, and yeah, make sure you're okay. On the other side, again, it's a name I'll probably carry on butchering, which leads me on to my next point after this, Domino. Tans Rakete, again, it's not a player we mentioned too much, simply because I can't pronounce the name, but he's been fantastic every single time we've seen him this season. Chica, Fisher Jupp, and Legend as well, completing that back four. And Domino, the name I need to apologize for is at Cam tonight for Rote. It is Ixie, not Lexi, and I apologize for the bullying he's been receiving for being called Lexi for the last 7 weeks.
So why are you ruining playing? It doesn't even look like Lexi 8-Ball. Absolutely shocking.
I reckon he's changed. I reckon he's changed it because it used to look a lot more like Lexi, but it is Ixie. And apologies again. And if the Rote players, stop bullying him, okay? Stop it. It's not big and it's not clever. Stop.
I would just call him X though. I thought there's 2 lines with an X in the middle, so I thought it was called X.
I thought. That may well be worse. I don't know.
I thought it was X21 because that sounds pretty cool.
But yeah, that's them doing the rounds, I guess. Again, probably a big shout out to Absco as well for Empire. I think he's tonight's cameraman as well. So a big shout out for him for being a very good player, but also for being the cameraman as well. These two teams are just lobbying / re-lobbying, so it does give us a good chance to look at the league table. Confirmation. This is the league table from before a ball has been kicked tonight. Team GMASK will now be on 80 points, having played 35 games, of course. Just the 5 losses in 35 games, which is ridiculous. And yeah, confirmation of Rote. They are 14 points behind, but do have 4 games in hand. Rote, I'm not sure what they did in their last game because they were already lobbied up by the time it went over. So it may well be that they've narrowed that down to 12 points if they did win, which would mean they're 12 points behind Team GMASK with 4 games in hand, which means they can mathematically be caught.
Yeah.
I need more than that, Domino. Come on, I finally got to a place where I was happy with, from a neutral point of view, keeping this league alive. And
well, I was trying to work the math backwards there, April. Sometimes when you throw a lot of numbers and figures at me, I don't know, either switch off or I get confused. It's one of the two, April. I didn't know what was happening.
Dom's maths wasn't mathsing.
I'm still thinking about X21 in Cap.
Still laughing at your own crappy joke. Right then, here we go. It is 3rd place Rote. The Germans at home playing the Frenchman Empire in the France kit, which I would like it when teams do that because it makes more sense that way.
And to be fair, every time I've ever seen Empire play, it's been in this traditional silk blue.
Yeah, long may it continue. It really does help us. Sometimes we forget. Dubronx there, putting his stamp on this game early on. Rote then maybe would have seen the result early on from Team GMASK. And this would pump them up. Back post is on. Chest it down. Big save from Free Kill.
Post.
Brendo, one of the two. It doesn't matter though. It's being kept out. And early signs are positive for this Rote side. Lucas gives it to Arquez, to Machiavelli, gets the power shot. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. This front two combining, not for the first time this season, and I doubt it will be the last. First attack, 1 goal for this Rote side. And yeah, they are hot on the tails of Team GMASK.
April, again, the play, and again, we only had 7 virtual minutes, so not much we've seen, but Rote knocking the ball around nicely. I thought when it got to him, he was crowded. In my opinion, he shouldn't have been able to get that power shot away. he did, and all credit to him, found the top there. We know how OP it is.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute finish by Machiavelli, but you expect nothing less by those centre-halves combining. What can Empire do? They look to strike back fairly quickly.
Oh, Legend did well to read that. Tell you what, good. Domino, I would have committed. I would have slide tackled. Here we go. Swings it in right on the head of Tanzarati there. Does well. Plucks it from the air. And a red-hot start to this game from both sides. Empire look to be angered. Here comes free kill. Comes and claims it. Careful, he's just had surgery. 30 minutes gone. He arrows this out to this near side where Absco is. Ace. Tries to play it inside. Absco is there. IMAX. Switches flanks. Gives it to Senzea, their leading goal scorer. Good press though. Here is the shot. Big save. Gets scrappy. But Tanzarati takes control of it. I tell you what, Domino, once again, the goalkeepers are spoiling our stream.
Yeah, Abel, the first save was great. And his positioning just helped him in the second one. And it kind of just fell into his arms. He didn't have to do anything there. It's another warning shot that this Empire team can hurt you on the break. Yeah. And they can play very, very good football through these thirds. What I like about this Empire teammate ball, they're not afraid to take you on, even in dangerous areas of the pitch. It makes the game so much more entertaining, even at centre half. They're not afraid to stand you up and go past you.
We did say at the
beginning.
We did say at the beginning of this game, these are two sides who are two of the most fearless sides in the league. I'm not sure if that's a good thing for them personally, but for us watching, boys and girls at home, it's very good because this is one of the games where it's a very ideal matchup. Despite not being first place, second, for example, they're two sides who are very entertaining to watch.
It's tactfully done, April, because I tell you what, you want people sticking around for the entire stream, you put these two teams on last. Fact.
Here we go then, 2v2. Ace got Senzea up with him, cuts inside, goes back outside, cuts back inside, but Brendo is having absolutely none of it. Out and out centre half, takes it off him. Tony. Good feet from him. Keeps it nice for this Empire side. Don't forget they are the away side tonight. Although lag doesn't seem to be an issue. Absco currently playing on 3 ping. IMAX gives it to Boster. Legend gets in the way of that. I don't think he wanted to be there. Does well though. Back he recycles. Oh, Lyro sends his man for a Twix. Heading for the byline. Crosses early doors. It's going to fall nicely to Machiavelli, the goal scorer. 60-yard raking pass. Of course it's going to come off for that man. Very, very good player. Alas. Back with Empire. Yeah, why not? The referee's just like, slow down. I've been doing shuttle runs. I'm tired. I don't know where he is on the screen right now. He's disappeared. He's legit not there. He's sitting down. Oh, there he is. Absco. He's calling for the ball. Breaks into the box. He's under no pressure whatsoever. Oh, Domino, there
was a little gap, April.
There was, and I think that's where it was going. I think that's where it was going as well, which makes that tackle so much more important than I think you'll probably get credit for unless you watch that one back. Absco, though, near side, causing a lot of problems for this Rote side.
Suzuki, they're not afraid to take on, I mean, do it at your own risk, but you're not afraid to take on strikers when you are the centre half. Absolutely wild, but I love it.
Here is Ixie, leading assister in the VPG Esports Premier, playing at Cam tonight for Rote. Third place Rote, over the top it goes, and Senzea can't. I mean, he did well the first one, but he'd given away early on. Ace slides it through to his top goal scorer.
8-ball, you're a striker there. You didn't need the one more. You've sold a man down the river. You just got to have a little bit of instinct out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the pass wasn't on, and he might be kicking himself now. But Empire do have this corner on the stroke of time. Can they recycle it? They can. It's back on this right-hand side. Can he turn inside?
Two players there.
Dubronx! Oh my
big
Jesus Christ!
Save! Point blank range.
They need to play with sweeper keepers. It's an absolute joke.
Yeah, we need to find a way to stop these keepers performing so well, because some of these games are finishing 0-0, 1-0. We're looking at 3-2s, 4-3s across the board in this league. They need to be stopped. Take off all play styles for goalkeepers.
I like that, Abel. That's a very good shout.
and you're only allowed to play one-handed. It's the only way you're going to stop these guys. They're absolute ballers. It's ridiculous. Absco, I tell you what, strong contender. Full man of the match. He's hit the outside of the post. I tell you what, it's the only one that's beaten Tanzarake so far. And yeah, when he gets beat, the goalpost comes to the rescue. Just to again mess this stream up. We want goals, and the goalkeepers and the posts are, to be fair, the posts as well in the last game got rattled twice, Domino.
Getting abused, Abel. Getting absolutely abused. I mean, that game was as fun as any game we've called, Abel. Rote got that goal, that all-important goal so far, but it's just been back and forth. I think Empire have, to be fair, it's not even an argument. Empire have definitely had the better half. They've played probably the more dynamic football. They've had more possession. They've had more chances, but it's that top left-hand corner that favours those boys at Rote.
I wouldn't even say they got caught cold, because they didn't. It was just the first attack of the game. Well, yeah, first or second. But you can see it there on your screens. 56% possession for Empire. 4 shots, 2-2. That's basically how we saw it from up here. And, you know, obviously they say the stats don't lie. What have Empire got to do to get back into this game, Domino?
It's more of the same, 8 ball. I mean, they've had really good chances. They've got into really good positions. I would say they've just got to keep knocking them at the door. They don't need to do anything drastic too early. I do think they're having the better of Rote at the minute, but you know Rote can flick a switch and come back into the game. 8 ball, that chance there that they took fantastically well, that's what they do. That's why they're flying high in second here. And you don't want to give them too many of those chances, because they're coming again, 8 ball.
Here we
what
go.
A ball inside.
And what a ball out that is. Finds their gaffer, Senzea, and leading goal scorer. Back he goes over the top. Finds Lyro. Legend there, though. This time to cut it out. Goes long, no change out of Escova. Very rarely is. IMAX just... I mean, he did initially get kind of pushed out of that by 3 Rote players, and then suddenly Tony Backey's ended up with the ball. But here are Rote over the top to Arquez. This front 2 with Ixie behind them. A lot to do with why this Rote side are so high up in the table and why they play such good football. That front 3 are ridiculous. Here is one of them and the goal scorer, but Escova comes across nicely. Goes long, looking for change out of Chica. Again, a world-class centre-back. It's rarely going to happen.
You get caught here. Yeah. Good 50-50, good cover in there, 8 ball. But Rote have players streaming forward.
Fair play. Arquez squaring up his man to Ixie. Whip for the reverse pass. Was fouled in the process. And it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box. It looks like it might be Ixie to pick this one up as well. What has he got in his locker? From 25 yards. Ideal position. He's definitely going to go for it, Domino. He's got that look in his eye. Goes this. He's done it! He's done it! He done the goalkeeper with the eyes. For some reason, the backtracking defender missed the header, and just like that, Rote have doubled the lead.
I thought free kill covered that area quite nicely.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was an animation that let free kill down, because
I think it was to do with the centre back going back in.
Maybe, Abel, maybe. And they're coming here, Abel, and you know, we watched both these teams on the channel before, and you've known that once it gets to 2-0, they smell blood, Abel. They're not here just to pick up the 2-0 win. They will go for those goals. They will go for the jugular. And it's all about what Empire can do now to lay a glove on them and make them worried, because very quickly it can be outside. And
don't forget, Team GMASK are a side who have lost the league on goal difference before. Shot comes off Tanzarete again. Massive save. Are they going to keep it on? Yes, they are. Lyro means business here. Tony Backey gives it to Boster. Brando's having a fantastic game. And look, the IQ of these 2 strikers. Arquez, 100% a foul. Wow. Nothing given. Escrover doing what good centre-backs do, Domino. Masks that foul. Gets away with it and sends Absco on his way, who, by the way, beat his man with consummate ease there. Goalkeeper's come, doesn't get it. Shisui Shiki up there in the 65th minute, Domino. Here we go. This is what we are here for. Headed down, Shisui Shiki. One pass away from getting it through. Domino, this is not ending 2-0.
8-ball, no, it's definitely not ending 2-0. We are here for an absolute drubbing, or it's good. And this is what I love about Empire 8-ball.
Yeah.
They're just like, right, we're going to throw caution to win. And I think Shisui Shiki's got a goal in him, I tell you.
Big save from free kill and unconventional, but he saved it. It will be at the expense of a corner. Rote so far not had too much joy from corners. Free kill has come out and claimed a few. See if he can do the same. He is definitely on his toes. But yeah, Empire not resting on this 2-0 loss. They want to make something of this. It's like they owe Team GMASK the courtesy of making a game of this. And at the moment, it may well be Rote cutting the deficit at that top of the league. IMAX. 2 Ace beats his man. Back post is half on. Dexter as well. Will give away the throw-in though. 18 virtual minutes, Domino. Not through
one here from Empire 8-ball.
Not through one of trying at all. Empire. Edge of the box to Absco. There's the man you want it to fall to. There's the man you want it to fall to. That man has been red hot tonight. And as soon as it landed at his feet, Domino, left foot, right foot, it does not matter. That ball was goal bound.
Yeah, he's been absolutely electric. And like I said, Abel, a goal just there can make it very spicy for this finish.
Yeah. And
he's got the ball again here, Abel. And he's picked an excellent pass out. And they're just trapping them in.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are they going to return the favour? Are they going to return the favour? Absco, who's already got a goal so far, looking to use the outside of the boot. We've got some insider information here. A bit of insider trading going on. Absco to level things up. Oh, Tanzarake, massive save once again. Ixie goes down the line. Dubronx there. Absco. He's not going to want to be this deep, but he is technically the last man for Empire at the moment. I don't know why that is. That's why. That's why. IMAX, edge of the box. Legend there. And Rote continuing to leave these two strikers up. They've got a plan and they're sticking to it. That does not really... I was going to say... To be fair, that's going to suit Rote because the game doesn't stop. The game should have stopped, but it doesn't stop. Sorry, that's going to suit Empire. IMAX over the top. Shisui Shiki again. Chica getting in the way of that one pass. All it tells. Shisui Shiki's onside. No, he's not. Oh, don't know. The left men in there.
I saw it, April. I saw it. I saw him just drift back on after the head was knocked out.
The line was not. The line was not good. I don't mind telling you that. The line was not good. They got lucky there. But luck is what this Rote side need if they're going to hold on here. Ball goes into the box. Fisher Jupp, nothing lucky about that. Dubronx was fouled. They will get the free kick. Probably a bit too far out for Absco this time.
No, that ain't going to be silly.
I mean, he can give it a go if he wants. Look at the highest of high lines. Ace gives it to IMAX, stabs it into the back post. Chica repels it. Something's gone wrong. This maybe... I mean, Absco, the cameraman, is getting back. I'm not sure why. I would send other people back before I sent that man back. They've gone for it though. Ooh. I think Tanzarake in net for Rote would have made the exact same noise we just made.
Yeah, you just didn't expect that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. They live to fight another tale in what's arguably been one of the most entertaining matches so far this season. I thought it was just going to fall behind the man. Didas flicks it up for himself. Gets a second stab at it. Arquez gets it out of his feet. Does not fool Absco, though, who's been sensational this game.
He's genuinely been ridiculous.
Oh, legend. Tell you what, that takes cojones to do that. Here we go then. 2 virtual minutes. Oh.
I get confused.
It's got to go. Free kill sends it. First header 1. Tick. Chica. Not read the script. Back in it goes. It's going to go all the way through.
Why is Absco at the back there, 8-ball, just playing on the last man? Oh, what a game, boys. What a game, right? What a game.
Sensational game between these two sides. Two of the most entertaining sides in the VPG Esports Premier. Once again, another fantastic advertisement for the VPG Esports Premier, but also just for competitive 11v11 clubs in general. Boys and girls, this is why you get involved. Make sure you are involved if you're not already involved. And if you are involved, stay involved, because that looked fun. That was good fun, Domino. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, 8-ball. All the games we've had on. We had the grudge match. We had the battle of the philosophies. We had, again, Capri versus GMASK, which is a world-class game. And then you've got the entertainers 8-ball. You have got your favourite team's favourite team playing.
Yeah, exactly that. And we promised you entertainment. Are you not entertained? Because I am. So, housekeeping, make sure you are subscribed to this channel right here. VPG. You've got to be, because this is where we are every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8 p.m. sharpish. We are in week number 7 of the season. I do believe next week number 8, is the final season. So we do get let off over Christmas time, Domino. We do get to do other things other than watch clubs football. But until then, we'll be here watching clubs football, because if it was like tonight, it's just worth it. It's our bread and butter, Domino. It's our bread and butter.
Oh, mate, always a pleasure, never a chore.
And I always have to check what side. I should really be better than that. Pro Clubs Weekly. Make sure you follow us, subscribe to us over on YouTube as well, and all socials. We do everything. Discords as well. A few of you in the chat asking if you can get involved with VPG. Absolutely. Everything you need to know is in the video description of this live stream. If not, join the Discord for VPG, join the Discord for Pro Clubs Weekly, and people there will be able to send you on your merry way, and you'll be able to find your way around. Easy peasy. We make it easy for you. Trust me. Right, Domino, that is it for us tonight. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. sharpish, with another 4 games. And don't forget, we're almost at the end of the season now, so it's squeaky bum time, but also we get like 5 weeks off over Christmas, so make the most of it. Make sure you're supporting competitive pro clubs and VPG and Pro Clubs Weekly. And with that, a good night.
Good night, team. See you all tomorrow.
Cheerio.